This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a better route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are now at the cleavage, and behind me here you see the BMW i4 M50. And today I'm going to try a new test. I might incorporate this test in another existing test, maybe the range test, we'll see. But at least this is the first time I try it. I'm going to drive the car all the way, not only to zero, but until it stops. I want to know how much capacity or percent or whatever do you have below 0%, and how far can you drive, or how many kilowatt hour do you have, and also how does the car act when we run out of juice. So let me show you now. Man, I love this color. Holy macaroni, this is a beautiful car. So what the heck do I do when I run out of juice then? Well, I have my new toy. Look here. This is EcoFlow Delta Max. It's 2 kilowatt hour battery, NMC. There's also an LFP version, but then it's bigger and heavier, and it's called EcoFlow Pro, EcoFlow Delta Pro. But I chose this one because it can output 2.4 kilowatt continuous power. The peak power is even higher, but I don't need it. What I care about is continuous power. So it's relatively easy to handle it. It's 22 kilograms, roughly 50 pounds, I think. It has some Shuko outputs in the back here. And right now we are using the DC input. It can also charge from solar. I will show that in another day. But right now I'm actually charging this unit from the 12 volt outlets. So I started from 90%. We see we are at 95% now. It's taking 120 watts. So it has some USB-C and some other goodies here. But today we're going to use this one as the emergency charger when we run out of juice. And then in the back here, I also prepared, when the car has some kind of equipment, but I also brought my own high visibility jacket and the warning triangle. And that's it. And we will use the supplied charging, Shuko charging. But I think eventually I want to use my own, maybe the Metron cable. But let me show you guys the setup. So this will be interesting. I have to buckle up to keep the car awake while I'm outside. Okay. Let me unbuckle up again. No, wait. Okay. Wait, is it ready to drive? Yes, ready. Well, or is it? Yeah. So you see we have 18% battery left, and the car still claims 83 kilometers. So we still have to drive it down to zero. What I'm going to do is that once we reach zero, I'm going to reset the trip meter, and we count distance, and we estimate then kilowatt hour we can pull out of the battery beyond 0%. So I'm going to be driving E16 here, because here we don't have too much traffic, not too many left-hand huggers, and then eventually I will take the old road or something, not too busy road where I purposely run out of juice. So we're going to do this in a very controlled way. And also actually right over there on the other side here we have Mer chargers, 150 kilowatt high power chargers. So what I need to do is, when I run out of juice, I just have to charge up enough so I can get over there and then I can fast charge and get the heck out of here. And here you see the EcoFlow app. The reason why I chose EcoFlow is because they have cool design, they have lots of features, nice app, and fairly compact. And I didn't go for the LFP purposely because they would be too heavy. So you see we can have several EcoFlow units. Now we're trying to connect, there, yeah, you see? I like this shit. It shows you how many degrees Celsius the battery is at, that we are charging now at 95. I like the German precision. 95.15%. We are inputting 119 watt from something. It could also be solar. And yeah, we have some X-boost. We have some, we can also output DC here. We have all the USB stuff here. And if you go to settings here, you see, you can rename it. You can set charge limit. Huh? How cool is that? Normally, I'll probably use 90%. I'll see. Normally, I don't think I need to charge it to 100%. Just first time now. And then AC charge speed. Also, you can choose whether you want to charge it on maximum. There's a physical switch in the back. Or whether you can go as low as 200 watts. So remember, this is 2 kilowatt hour. So if you charge at maximum speed now, we'll be charging at 1C. But I know I tested charging yesterday, and already past 80%, it's charging a lot slower. I think it was around 800 watts, which is good because you don't want to charge a 2 kilowatt all the way to, you know, 90+%. So it does throttle. Here we can also, if you have a weaker fuse in the car input, you can also step down to 4 amps there. With the beep is when we turn on and off. And then this is a smart generator. You can feed this one with some smart generator stuff. I'm not going to show too much. We have some timeout here for how long it will take before the unit just shuts itself off if it's not active. Also for the screen. And this is the AC. Yeah, when you turn on the AC, you can choose how long you want it to stay on. I guess it takes a little bit of idle power, but wait, does it never? I think I actually want this unit to power down after 1 hour of non-activity, and then all the stuff, it doesn't matter because it will power down. And you can also update this firmware here. See how it's checking firmware now. So this is really cool, man. It's like the Tesla of the power, the battery pack power generator thing. So yes, it's kind of weird now because I'm charging it up just in case. So I will just charge it up, and that will also mean that I'm discharging slightly faster also, because you want to just go down to 0 as fast as we can now, and then we start, and then the fun start. Wait, yeah, and we are pulling 1.4 kilowatt hour per hour. 9. We have been driving for a while now, back and forth here, and see, we're down to 9%, and the car now gives you the first warning. Your range is very low. Short journeys, why 38 kilometers, very low. Tell that to a Leaf owner. But I forgot to tell you guys, because I was driving in the Sport with the boost mode on, and the boost was on until 12%, I think. Then you lose the boost. You still have full power. I can show you here if I slow down a little bit. Wait, yeah, the range thing there keeps popping up. I have to click it. You have to click this one to make it go away, but then it comes back. But just show that we actually have full power, even at 9%. It's just that we don't have the boot. Yeah, no, this comes back. So that's the first warning, I guess. But I'll also tell you that if you click HVAC is running at normal levels now. So some cars, they will be stingy on the heater or cooling, and then even stop heating or cooling. That was, well, the e-Golf though. But at least this one runs it for now. Okay, another warning popped up. This time it's slightly different message. It says that if you park the car and you wait for a longer time, you will get lower charge because the battery cools down. So that's cool that you know, they know this and they're trying to tell the user. And now we're down to 5%. Still no power limit. You can see it up here. Once we get power limit, there'll be a little difference there up there. All right, now we're getting low. We have 2% left. And now we see power limit, and actually turtle mode or tortoise mode is active. 10 kilometers of range left. All right, but we're still not done. We just started. Okay, I need to pee at the gas station, so I'm gonna show you something here. You're stopped now, right? Still 8 kilometers left, and if you power down the car, you see the preconditioning here. Or you can just swipe. I had this hotkey here, precondition. It's grayed out. You cannot start. Yeah, it says function currently not available. So you cannot precondition the cabin now naturally because the state of charge is too low. Okay, now we exit the main road, the somewhat busy main road, because we have 1% left, 3 kilometers left. And now we will do the final drive down at smaller and less busy roads. Okay, the final run now. 1% left, 1 kilometer left, roughly 50% power left. Car is still going. I still have HVAC running, AC still running. So I want to end around here because it's nice and clear, straight road, not dangerous to stop here. I will put up all the warnings and see that's the busy road over there, by the way. So now, okay. Suddenly we have no indicated range left and still 1%. So I wonder where I should reset this one. I haven't decided yet. I think I should reset once we have actually 0% left. This is it, 0%, no range left. So now we reset. Wait, no, there, okay. So now we start driving and then we see how much beyond 0 we can go. Okay, I just noticed something. It's getting kind of hot-ish in here. More moisture. So I suspect that it's actually running. Okay, even though it says that HVAC is running, it's probably running on only fans. So I think AC is off right now. It's getting hotter and hotter in here. But yes, so far we can actually go 2 kilometers past zero. That's roughly 300 watt-hour below 0 kilometers. And it's still going. And I guess this one will creep lower and lower in the power limit. We're still going. 7.3 kilometers beyond 0 and we're still going. And we have only fans on. My only concern now is that I hope the 12 volt battery is being charged. There would be some indication here, right? If the 12 volt is discharged and then not charged up. So because the fan here and everything now is running on the 12 volt, so it would be kind of bad if the 12 volt is not charged. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think something is happening now. Whoa, yeah, I think that's it. This is the end. There is no warning, I think, though. It's just that I suddenly have almost no power. I'm just kind of coasting it now. I hope I can get up on the flat. I don't have to run out in the curve here, but this is it. Normally, like a Tesla would have like this one. Whoa, I have almost no power. Barely crawling it up. Like, oh shit! Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is a bit scary if I run out of juice right on the curve here. But you see, it's still crawling. Yeah, this is it. It's about to turn off now. I feel like I can floor it. I am flooring. Let me show you guys here. I'm flooring the pedal, and it's just crawling. I think at this point, I better stop. Yeah, we're barely crawling. The car is like, please stop and charge. Whoa. Okay, but this was kind of bad because I didn't get any warning. In a Tesla, you would get a 1 minute warning. Car shutting down, you know, pull over safely. This one did not give me any audible warning or anything. Suddenly, I just noticed that I had very little power. So, let's show you here. Yeah, I floor it. Wait, yeah, I'm just crawling now, 9 kilometers per hour. I think we need to put on the hazard lights, also known as the BMW park lights. That's it. This is the end. Can we at least squeeze out the 20 kilometers? Yeah, you see, so it's not speed-based, it's power-based. And actually, if you go here, I can go to this one, and then I can go to content. If I go to adaptive content here, you will see that if I floor it, there's no horsepower. There's not even 1 horsepower here. Okay, let's go back. Go to this one again. I think I should just bail out here. That's it. At this point, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to drive until it shuts down because it's pretty much useless right now since I can't even go uphill. So it's fairly safe here. See, it's in the middle of a straight line here and behind us here. So just have to set up the hazard lights and everything. Whoa, okay. But 20 kilometers, 137, that's roughly 2.7 kilowatt hour. Okay, I will write down all that, everything. Let's just stop here. Okay. Sotp. Right, we are done. DON. Put on park, this one, all right. Just want to turn off this one so we don't drain the 12 volt unnecessary. I don't know what's going on now. Now we have to charge the car. So let me check now the stats. 137. I will write down these numbers and then just show you again here. If it's take away this one, that we have almost no power left. Yeah, that's it. The battery is dead. DED. One thing I will do though is to open the windows here so we get some ventilation. Otherwise it will heat up quite badly in here because it's 24 degrees outside. That's freaking hot, man. I'm now wearing the high visibility jacket and a vest, and then I prepared the warning triangle. I will show you guys how to not place the warning triangle. Nope, not like this. Nope, not like this. Right, this is the way to do it. You have to place it, I don't know, 50, 100 meters in the direction, or like behind, in the direction you're driving. And ideally you want to put it somewhere to give cars coming from that direction towards us, they give them a warning that we have some kind of unfall here. So here, like this, alles gut. Let's go back to the car. Actually, when I think about it, okay, it doesn't have to be on that side, because actually you see here that we have very good vision. Cars coming from that direction, they can see from far that we have a stranded vehicle. And also cars coming from this direction, they can also see that this car is stranded with their hazard lights on. Or I mean, it could just be a BMW parking illegally, but all right, anyway. So actually, if I stopped closer to that curve over there, I would actually put the warning triangle on the other side of the road, on this side of the road, but then before the curve or around the curve to warn oncoming traffic that there might be someone on this direction trying to overtake. So just, you know, be careful, something like that. So it depends on the situation, but let's get cracking now. And now I just opened the hood for no reason. We don't need to open it, but this is for the thumbnail, the clickbait thumbnail I need to make. And then now you see I'm high visibility, but I have to use my phone. It's like, hallo, hallo, Hilfe, Hilfe, mein Auto ist kaputt. I need help, schnell, schnell. I don't know where I am, but I'm kind of lost, but I have woman and baby home waiting for me. Help, help. What? Was that good acting? Is it okay? Should we do it again or? Okay, let's stop digging around. Now let's take out, oh shit, it's kind of heavy. I have to be careful with my back here. 22 kilograms, all right. And then I guess we'll just place it here, like this. Oh, nice weather today. I suspect that I might have more of these tests. Okay, so I need to now bring out the Schuko cable for the Beamer. So like I mentioned, I think I will eventually use my own Metron cable because it can then adjust the number of amps. But this one should be able to take 10 amps. I think it says here. Can you guys see it? So I already did a pre-test yesterday at home, so everything works. Maybe I should do that as a sanity check. Okay, so the EcoFlow is at 98%. Now I plugged in on the AC here. We just have to fire them. Okay, it's live. And then the charge port is manual, which is good. Open the charge port. Oh, so it has 12 volts still. You can see, well, the car went kind of DED, but whatever. So let's not waste too much time here. But the hazard light takes almost no light. No power. So you can park this for a long time. But okay, let's see now. Output, there you go. Now it ramps up 2.1 kilowatt, 2.2 kilowatt, 50 hertz. This inverter creates a pure sine wave. So we are now charging the car. The question is just how much do I need to charge? I have to look at the map how far away from the fast charger we are. Wow, 97. Okay, let's wait for a while and see how it goes now. So I guess we can just, maybe just leave this open. Now if you go to the car, we should see some kind of charging status here. Yeah, you see here? We are charging. But how many percent do we have? It will actually stay at 0% for a long time because you guys saw that it had 3.5 or something kilowatt hour below zero. So we actually just have to disconnect at 0% and hope we can get over to the charger. I can show you here how far away we are now. The Mea charger, that's the closest one. There is a little bit of elevation change uphill, so that's my biggest fear. Here, show list, Mea charger. All right, how far away are we? 3 kilometers, oh shit. All right, wait, did I, oh shit, no. I didn't click it, I'm a noob. You see here, yeah, we just have to drive the back road here over to the Mea charger, 3 kilometers. Okay, so 3 kilometers, how much do we actually need? Well, if we can drive slow and we average this much, then I need roughly 500 watt hour. Wait, no, my bad. I need 400 watt hour plus the elevation change. Eventually I will know this route better. So if I at least put in 1 kilowatt hour, which would take about half an hour, then we should be safe, right? Because I don't want to, try to get there and then get stranded halfway and have to do it again. Yeah, but let's wait here for about half an hour then. Okay, I actually closed the doors now and locked the car, because when the car was on, or the screw in on, they, the system might take 200 watt extra. So right now every watt counts. So I just wanted to give me the juice as fast as possible. And yeah, I could go for an even more powerful one that could give me maybe 3 kilowatt, or I could do some cowboy charging and charge at Shuku at 13 or even 16 amp, or even have some kind of, I don't know, some kind of blue plug. But I think this is already fast enough, so it's just a matter of topping up for about half an hour, or how long. I mean, eventually when I do this test more and I try to end up here, then I will be better at estimating how much I need just to go over to the fast charger. But fortunately though for this car is that it is fairly efficient. If it's a fat e-tron or something, then I might have to charge a bit longer. So we'll see. By the way, so it's pulling, wait, can you see that shit? There. It's pulling 2.2 kilowatt roughly. And then with some charging losses, hopefully we get roughly 2 kilowatt into the battery. And then that means in half an hour we get roughly 1 kilowatt hour. So yeah, now we just have to wait. 86%, we started at 98%. Yeah, so we can already estimate at least how much the EcoFlow has delivered to the car, and then we can roughly estimate how much the car has received. And an interesting aspect here is that you see here, typical Honda generator, this is fossil driven. It costs 17.8K, okay. It's cheaper than this one. This one is 25K, but it's not directly comparable. Why? Because if we start looking at the spec here, you will see that the maximum power is 2.2 kilowatt, but continuous is only 1800 watts. And not only that, but it weighs 21 kilograms. This one weighs 22 kilograms. So if you want something that can output 2.4 kilowatt like this one continuously, it must be more expensive, maybe 25K NOK, and it will be a lot heavier. So in terms of power versus weight and price, then actually the battery driven ones are really good. The only downside, of course, is that you have only 2 kilowatt hour roughly here, whereas the fossil version, maybe you have 10 kilowatt hour at least. But then you also have to look at what do you need this for. So for me, I only need to maybe use 50% of the capacity just to get over to the fast charger. And then this one is fairly silent. You see there is a little bit of fan going on here, only fans. And you can run this indoor because there is no emission. So in a way, this one is more usable and there is no maintenance here. Whereas a fossil driven, you have to first refuel it, that's also kind of expensive. And then you have to do some maintenance on it, and it's noisy and it pollutes. And this one can be charged via solar. I will show that in another episode. I could actually have brought my solar and I could have put it here-ish, but it's kind of windy today. And I'm not sure how much I'll be getting from the solar anyway. It's a 160 watt panel, so I might get 50 watts because the sun is not in an optimal position right now. So how is the status so far? We're down to 78%. That means we have spent 20%. That means 200 watt hour has been delivered. And that means roughly 180 watt hour something into the battery. That is still not enough. I can go just 1 kilometer, one and a half kilometer on 180 watt hour. So we still need to stay here a little bit more. Well, since I have some free time now, I'm going to explain a little bit here. So you see, this is a relatively new press car with only 2,000-3,000 kilometers on the odometer. And then with fresh batteries, you can typically drive under zero. Depends how the car manufacturer set up the car, like this one, the BMW. But you see, the problem is that I don't recommend people going below zero unless it's like emergency. Like it has happened one time when I was driving Millennium Falcon, my Tesla Model S, that a supercharger at Lier was down and it was evening, night almost. And I had to get home, and this was many years ago when you didn't have a CHAdeMO adapter, you didn't have even Type 2, so there was no other options but for me to drive Millennium Falcon below zero up the hills to Liertoppen, just so I can charge on AC over there for about an hour and then get back home. So, but on normal basis, I recommend people to have a margin. When you estimate to your destination, have a 5 to 10% margin. And in case you miscalculate, you can always get there with maybe just 2% rather than 10%. Or you can then visit a fast charger. Just bail out in time. Don't be a zero hero. Bail out in time and top up. It will cost you time-wise not that much, maybe just 5 minutes. But in case you run out of juice like here and you don't have the power pack with you, then you might be stuck here for a long time before the rescue team is here, and then you might have to pay some money to get it lifted over to some fast charger. So, you know, I'm just doing this test to show you what happens with the car. But as battery ages, they tend to have lower buffer. And then, so, you know, this would also be interesting. If I try a degraded i4 in a couple of years, maybe we don't get 3.5 kilowatt hour, 3 kilowatt hour below zero. Maybe it's just 1 kilowatt hour. And that could also be one way for BMW to hide degradation. So, but this is, I guess, for fun, but maybe it will be a standardized test. We'll see. Whoa, the EcoFlow is down to 45%, and actually the temperature is now 40 degrees Celsius, but still not in the red area here. So this means that we have discharged half the battery. Maybe we put 900 watt hour into the battery then, into the car's battery. And I estimated we only need to put 450, so we should already have plenty of juice to get over to the fast charger. Just sitting here a little bit extra, but I will show you, by the way, that, okay, so this one indicates that we are still charging at, this is kind of weird diagram, but that's 11 kilowatts, so we are taking 2.3 kilowatt. It says maximum 10 amp here, because it knows it's Shuko. But we see we are still at 0%, but you guys remember that we managed to drive quite far on 0%. So should we just go for it now? I already removed the warning triangle on the back. I'm preparing to leave now. Okay, let's try. Let's go for it. Start. Okay, the car starts. Range very low. Right, let's go. Let's see. Wow. Whoa, that is plenty. Yeah. Okay. So we still have throttle mode, that's fine. But 25% or roughly 45% power, that is plenty. So even though it says zero, it's kind of scary, but we have been past that stage. So we know that it should be fine, right? So I can just, for the record, we can just reset this one and we can see how far we drive now until we are at the charger again. I should have reset when we were stationary, but close enough. We're driving kind of slow. But yes, so let's see now. I open the windows because I don't want to run the, well, should it matter? Probably doesn't matter, right? Because it will probably just run only fans anyway, so we can just turn on this one and then just close the windows. It gets slightly better aerodynamics, but it shouldn't matter. But by the way, yeah, the thing is that I don't want to drive too slow around here, because you see we have some curves and it could be kind of dangerous if you are slow poking. So at least try to keep the speed. That's why I was staying there long enough, so that I know that I have enough juice to get over to the charger. But now I know roughly what to expect, that it will slowly crawl down further and further down. And you know, it's not critical if for some reason I stop and I don't have enough juice. I still have 40% left on the EcoFlow I can charge on, so no problem really. Yeah, this is very controlled the way I do it, and safe. I assume, or I hope that this is the safest way to do it without jeopardizing safety for other people, drivers, and also including myself. So this is it. Let me see. We have done roughly 1 kilometer. We need to drive 2 more kilometers. The car feels fairly okay. Yes, I'm driving in sport individual because I'm a boss. Yes, I don't want to use any eco mode here. We don't need eco mode because we have the EcoFlow with us. Lol. Yeah, the lol. Resume route guidance. Okay, no, whatever. Yeah, so it seems like we are fine. We just have to go uphill here and everything. Let's see. Come on. Go. We're even going a little bit over the speed limit, like a true BMW driver. There we go. Yeah. So 3 kilometers. I think that was the best spot for me to stop, because it's very easy to spot a stranded vehicle, versus over here, for example. This could be a kind of clumsy if cars pass in both directions, for example, and it's a little bit busy. So I will always try to get stranded on that straight stretch there. But yeah, this is fine, you see. This is really fine. We have still no kilometers indicated, no 0%. Still have around 40% power. That's fine. Let's wait for the cars. I don't want to be in front of too many people. See, there's a lot of traffic here, so you have to be a little bit careful. But this is it. We just have to pass the bridge, get over to the other side, and then we are at the Mer charger. And we still have 45% power. And you can see here the distance. It's it's going to be roughly 3 kilometers by the time we get there. The consumption was a bit high. Whoa, yeah. So there might be a bit of elevation change here to go up. So I have to count that one also, especially for heavier cars. But this is already quite heavy, 2.4 metric tons on this car. So yeah, in case I drive, let's say, a fat e-tron or something really heavy and I'm thirsty, then I think I need roughly 45-minute charging to be sure. We are now at YX at Kløfta. Mer chargers, the Delta chargers, they are shared, and yeah, many people are charging there, so I didn't feel like going there. So just a couple of 100 meters away, we have the UFC or the Ion chargers here. So these ones are, well, I actually don't know how powerful they are. We can find out. But this is a hypercharger. It's still shared, but I'm not sharing anyone, so I'm not caring. So let me show you. They actually have okay price. 5 NOK per kilowatt hour. It's okay. Ooh, look at this. I think I get something close to 200 kilowatt right now. So that is also one thing we can consider. It's kind of hot in here. So yes, you see, this is also one thing I want to show you guys, that even at 0% state of charge, you can start preheating, because the car is smart enough to figure out that you're at a high power charger, no problem. We can preheat and get cooled down here. And I also plugged in the EcoFlow in the back here. EcoFlow is charging up now. I can check the stats on that one also. So yeah, 1% already. We don't need too much. Where do we see range? So here, 3 kilometers range. So this is going blistering fast. So this is also one I want to check out, because some cars, I think it was Tesla, or maybe, yeah, some cars, when you discharge it really deep, and when you start charging it again, it will actually go slow in the beginning before it ramps up. But here, no problemo. But yeah, by the way, you see here that we actually spend 600 watt hours to get here. So, yeah, 600. That means quick math. Yeah, I had enough. I had margin. I saw that when I roll in here, that I still had around 40% power left. Yes, this goes so fast. We have 6%. Like, now, after just a couple of minutes of driving, of charging, I can go home. I can check, by the way, how far away from home I am, just to show you guys, put things in perspective. Under normal circumstances, where you just visit the fast charger, high power charger, you don't intentionally run out of juice. You can just do this, and then my destination, and then go home, and then oh wow, there's some stau there. Let me see, 30 kilometers to home. And I have 34 kilometers. Maybe I want to go pee now, but whatever, no big deal, you see. And then I can show that the EcoFlow is now charging up. It's at 40 degrees Celsius. It's now charging at 119 watt again, only on this one, kind of slow-ish, but I guess very battery friendly to charge the dog slow. It's how much is this? It's less than 0.1 C. It's like whatever. Well, okay, it will take 13 hours to fully charge. Whatever, just start charging now. So since we have plenty of juice, and it's getting nice and cold in here again. So I think that completes the test. Huh? Do you guys find it interesting? I will try to test aspects of this car, not just running it down to 0 and to see how many kilometers, but I actually check many things. And eventually, once we start testing many other cars, you will see differences in how they deal with 0 kilometers and complete stop, and some cars might even go brick, or some cars might have low 12 volt. So actually, on hindsight, I should also bring a 12 volt booster, unless I can use the EcoFlow as a booster. Well, it doesn't. Well, it has 12 volt outlet. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I could bring I guess if I bring like this one here with some kind of booster cable, I could hook it up on a 12 volt battery and then power it on, and then it will actually charge the 12 volt battery if needed. Yeah, man, I love the EcoFlow. And yes, the EcoFlow, I bought it from Foto.no. The reason why I chose Foto.no, because they have a bigger selection. We have Claes Olsson and Power. They also sell EcoFlow, but they have somewhat limited. So, and I'm already a customer at Foto.no. They have, like these cameras, these kind of cameras that I buy them from Foto.no and the camera equipment. So yes, what do you guys think, huh? Eventually I'm gonna go camping with the EcoFlow with on the OnlyFans run. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one. Let's bring the air fryer. Well, anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.